How's it going, everyone? Mike here. I want to talk about a new project that I've started. I've received a few questions about eBay Printful integration, and I've mentioned it in some of my Merch by Amazon videos. And it's something that I've been kind of exploring the last couple of months, and I've really gotten serious with listing and pushing products to eBay, of course, through the Printful integration. Over the last, let's say, 2 to 3 months. Even this month is actually the month when I upgraded, or eBay calls it a subscription, opened one of their stores that allows me to list up to 10,000 items. I was going to say for free, but it's not for free. The cost of the store is about $70. So right now is kind of the beginning, and some of my sales and I guess the activity on eBay is getting momentum. And I figured this would be actually a good time to start talking about this, especially because people have questions. So what I'm going to do in this video is kind of, I feel like I might overwhelm you guys with information, but I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff. What I'm going to do is, number one, show you how. But before I get into that, and then basically how do you integrate or connect your eBay store to your Printful store, and I'll just show you a quick Printful video. It's a how-to video, like 30 seconds. Their video is 7 minutes, but I'm going to show you about 30 seconds just to show you how easy it is. And then this is how I do it. I have a Printful account. I have an eBay account. I've linked those two. Any order that comes in from eBay shows up directly in my Printful dashboard, just like, for example, any Etsy or Amazon order would. And then you can basically set it to be an automatic fulfillment, which basically means you don't push a single button, but it charges your account automatically and processes the shipment to your customer. So that's kind of like zero clicks game. For some of these orders, because I do offer international shipping, I do manual orders. So for example, depending on the country, I like to just kind of look at the address, review certain things, but it's that easy. It's usually like 5 clicks. So right now, as you can see here, I have had this. So all of this is Canadian funds. I used to live in Canada. I created this account back in the day, like 2004, and ever since then I was doing drop shipping. I was doing a lot of things. For a couple of years, eBay was kind of like my main online platform, and then in the last probably a year, 2 years, I haven't done much with it, and now I'm actually using this reputation and the size of my account to actually push a bunch of products through, and again, the strategy is that it's all print on demand through Printful, which means zero or minimal work for me. So let's look at, for those people that said, how do we do this? So let's do this. Let's just play 30 seconds of their video, and they're going to show you, this is the Printful platform, and it's basically how to connect your eBay store to Printful. There you go. And I'll stop it abruptly because I really want to make a point to you guys that it's that easy. What he just did is exactly how you would link your stores, your eBay store to your Printful store. Now, of course, you have to have a Printful account and an eBay account, but this is how you connect those two. And then from that from this point, all you would have to do is list products. Now, this person or this video does actually go into that, and it's basically pushing products just like you would to any of the other online platforms that they offer a connection through Printful. So the way that I do it, and because of the volume, because of the numbers, is I do it using Merch Titans automation. So for example, I can list 100 products a day. So let me take a second here and just kind of review what we're talking about. Printful account, eBay account, you sync those two together, you list products, and now you're ready to go. So let's look at my sales. So again, this is Canadian funds, and then I also have a screen I'll show you guys in US funds, because this is my Printful dashboard, and then the account, eBay account, is in Canadian dollars. So as you can see here, the performance, I started testing things out in March. This is when I did not open a store. So it was basically zero fees that I was paying. And I just wanted to see if it would generate any sales. And I started getting a few sales. But again, keep in mind that I only had a very small number of products listed. But still, I was able to get $152 in sales. April, same type of deal, right? I don't think I did a lot of work there. I was concentrating a lot on merch by Amazon. But I was still learning Merch Titans automation, because I wanted to perfect listing products without actually doing any work afterwards. Because a lot of times you have to clean up. So for example, if you don't clean your titles up or descriptions or your shipping profile or whatever it's called, then you actually have to do some work afterwards. So I really wanted to make sure that everything that I was doing meant that I was going to do minimal work after I pushed those products through Merch Titans automation. And now, why am I mentioning these things over and over again? Because if I'm cleaning up products and organizing everything for merch by Amazon, I will put a spreadsheet together with all the information that's ready, for example, to be listed for merch. And then what I will do is I'll use the exact same information and just change some things, because for example, the Printful integration pulls in slightly different information. And for example, I do want to change the title. I don't want it to be exactly the same as merch. And so what I would be doing is I would be creating two sets of spreadsheets that would be used by Merch Titans automation to push products to eBay. So as you can see here, so these 2 months kind of testing out, this is when I subscribe to the basic store. And here's the question. So for example, people are saying, why would you subscribe to a basic store? Why not just go directly to, I'm not sure exactly what is it, Anchor Store or something like that. I don't know their names. But for example, one allows you 1,000 products to be listed, and the other one is 10,000 products. And it is this. It is the monthly limits. So based on your history, based on your, for example, account history, based on your sales, eBay limits the number of products that you can list. So as you can see here, my limit is 62,000 products allowed, quantity of items. So keep that in mind. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because, and again, let's get nerdy here. Let's pull up the calculator. So for example, if I have one design and I am pushing it to 2 different colors, let's just say it could be 5 colors, it can be 2, depending if you're going, this is your product selection in Printful. But let's say we're going with 2 colors and 5 different sizes, right? Now we're looking at 10 products. One design, 10 products. So you multiply that by 100 designs. Now you're already at 1,000. So this is 1,000 products, right? So for example, as you can see here, I have just listed 1,085 products, which gives me, let me see here. So to do the easy math, that's about, let's say, 11,000 items. Now, if you include, for example, 11,000 items, and then your quantity for each one of those, you go with, even if it's like 2 or 3 for each size, each color, now you're looking at 22,000 items that are listed. So the numbers, even though they might seem like they're huge, just like with, Merch by Amazon giving you the option to list 1.2 million if you're in tier 20,000. This is where those numbers come in. This is why they're so huge. So for example, in this 62,000 limit, if I was to list 1,000 products, that would mean that I can only list 2 colors, let's say 3 colors, and maybe 2 of each quantity. So you can't have a listing where you're saying, I guess you could, but then you have a much lower number. But if you're going with 1,000 products or even 10,000 products, you really need to keep it very kind of like to the point. So basically, if you want to fill this, go with 10,000 products, you're gonna have to stick to 1 color, maybe 2 colors, and 1 or 2 sizes, and quantities maybe that are going to be very low, like 2 to 3, if you want to stay within these limits. For example, there's no way for me to get up to 10,000 listings to fill this with these limits, right? Because right now, as you can see here, like I said, I'm going with 2 colors and 2 of each quantity with 1,000 products, and I'm already, halfway there, at least with, over halfway there with the number of items. This is amount that you can list. So my limit is $3.4 million Canadian. But again, keep in mind, each item, let's say I listed for $19.99 times 2 colors times let's say 2 colors, 5 sizes, 2 of each quantity, 10, and then times 1,000. My math is completely off here. So in either case, you can see here, I've listed 2.2 million because so for a lot of these, I actually have a quantity that's a little more. So that actually would work out. So if we multiply this by 2 more of each item, and then convert this into Canadian dollars, that's kind of where we are. So basically, you have to really keep it to a minimum, right? You can't list, like I said, 20 of each item. Talking about this now, as I was preparing for this video, as you can see here, 62,000 limit on quantity of items, and then $3.4 million limit in I guess products available. As I was getting ready for this video and reviewing some of this information, because I really need to get these numbers up, like I really want to go, if I can, I'll get up to 10,000. So I requested a selling limit increase, and guess what? This is kind of like getting a huge tier up on Merch by Amazon, and I just got it, minutes ago before I started selling this. So I actually didn't want to refresh that page to show you guys, but right now my new limit is actually double this, which means that I can really pump these numbers out to 2, 4, maybe 5,000 products over the next couple of months. So what does that mean? Again, I like to say this about Merch by Amazon, but that means work. So let's look at it. So again, I've talked about the performance, and this is this is where I had, I don't even know, maybe 600-700 products, maybe a little more, because I was still under that basic store subscription, and now I've finally cracked 1,000 items for sale, and July is not even done, and we're blasting through these total sales numbers. So for example, my goal is to continue listing, and then maybe next month I'll have a $700 in sales or $1,000 in sales. We'll see. This is the Printful, my Printful eBay store dashboard. It's a summary, as you can see here, and it basically tells you, you know, what's happened. Total order costs 800. Let me get this out. $805 for the total profit. So look at this. The profit margin here is huge, but again, keep in mind that expenses. This is after you've actually paid for shipping and your item cost. So from here, you will be paying for your eBay store fees and any other fees that come with that. So for now, for example, out of this, you can take $30 monthly. So, you know, compared to Merch by Amazon, this is a pretty healthy profit margin. Like some items I sell and, you know, my profit is $10 per item. I leave that room so I can run certain sales and offer discounts. But that's pretty much it. As you can see here, average Printful cost is $16.11. Average item per order 1.2. So there's certain orders that are more than one item, and then these guys give you the statistics for their fulfillment time, which is 3 days, which is perfect. You really want that speed and quality of service to be offered for your eBay store. So in summary, things are going well. I would actually encourage you guys to look into this because, and again, I understand that, for example, my account size, and you won't have these limits, is very different from yours. But again, you know, starting out and seeing the potential of eBay is definitely something to kind of keep an eye on and to notice, because you know, we have Amazon, we have Etsy, but again, here's eBay, and you know, people like to forget about eBay, but it's definitely a nice way to make money. So before I wrap this up, I just kind of want to summarize. You need your Printful account, you need your eBay account. Syncing those two is very, very easy. If you want to do your uploads manually, that's not a problem. You can do that through Printful directly. But if you want to talk about volume, for example, and what I'm doing, then I would say consider Merch Titans Automation or maybe one of the similar tools. Now, let me pause this and refresh this page because I want to see my new selling limit. Hopefully it's actually kicked in. So let's see. And here we are. Wow, that is beautiful. So 72,374 more items for the total of 120,000 items, which means, look at this. So let's look at these numbers. 1,092 listed. So let's say 1,100 equals 47,000 items, which means that I can get up to about 3,000 shirts in total, or items in total, to get up to my limit. So if I use this wisely, if I'm very strategic and smart, I can actually even lower my quantities and use this to the best, I guess, the most efficient way. And I can have, up according to my limits, I can have comfortably about 3,000 to 4,000 items listed on eBay, and let's say within the next couple of months. And again, it is end of July. Like I said, I'm staying busy every single day with merch, with Etsy, with eBay, with my online, with my own store. And you know, I'm getting aggressive going into Q4, and we'll see what happens. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I know I've talked about a lot. I've provided a lot of numbers and talked about a lot of things, but it was for a reason. I can start doing, you know, eBay sales update to let you guys know how everything's going, if it's worth it. Maybe something will change where I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? After all these expenses and all this work, it's not worth it. But for now, definitely is, because as you can see here, this is a trend that you want to see. We're looking at July, and like I said, it is the 22nd when I'm recording this, and then this is the trend. This is the first time that first month that I've upgraded my store, and now I can list, you know, up to 10,000 items. So, you know, eBay is looking pretty good, and hopefully you guys get some useful information out of this. For now, I'll just say thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.